Are you ready? Are you ready for the thrill of victory? Are you ready to taste victory? Are you ready to take your sports betting to a whole new level? Sit up, put your feet on the floor, because we have work to do. Welcome to the grind. Welcome to Cappers Nation, your weekly all things sports betting show. Tune in live every Thursday at 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Let us make you a more successful sports bettor.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome. I can't today. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to all our loyal faithfuls, our followers, our fans, our critics, all the haters out there. What is going on? Welcome, guys. Cappers Nation Live weekly Thursday game day edition, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 Pacific, broadcasting live each and every Thursday. What is going on, folks? Happy to have you all here. It's going to be a great action-packed show. One NBA Finals going down tonight. Jonathan Bossa, what's going on? Who dat Bob in the house? Johnny K, Arturo P, Mark Z. Anastis, I'm sure I butchered your name. I do apologize. Brad in Australia. Fast Freddy, Mr. Burke in the house. Bookie Lover Q. Watching live, is this the norm? Is what the norm? Generally, I got to get the cameras up and running, and we get going usually promptly, right? Sometimes just a couple minutes late. Let's see. Arturo P. Sounds like the ocean, huh? That's weird. Hold on 1 second. I've got white noise in the background, so hang tight. Hold on. Is this any better? No fan, nothing on in here. Let me see if I can. Mad static. How about now? Nope, not any better. Interesting. Hold on 1 second. Let me try and adjust some things here. I do hear it though. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, how about that? Is that any better? Testing 1, testing 2. Hopefully that's better. Is that better? All good on the sound? Okay. I guess I just had a microphone wire that was out. As Arturo was saying it, when I was already pushing on it, and it clicked in. So I figured that had to be the issue when I heard it click. Everything's good? Awesome. So let's start all over again. Cappers Nation Live, welcome everybody. Your Thursday game day edition. Coming to you guys live every single Thursday. Welcome everybody. Glad to have everybody with us. Let's take a look in the house. Jonathan Bossa here first. Who dat Bob, Johnny K, Arturo P, Mark Z. Anastis, I'm sure I butchered your name. I do apologize. Brad from Australia. Fast Freddy, Mr. Burke, Bookie Lover Q, Johnny K. Shane M. says I was standing under a waterfall. Probably sounded like it a little bit, huh? Mr. Chris DeRosa in the house. Fresno 559. What's going on, buddy? Is that Greg? Fresno 559. Is that Mr. Greg? Ryan, how are you, sir? Shannon tuning in. Let's go. Mr. Robert, how are you, sir? Big shout out to the real Lewis Campbell, hanging out in Maui, sending me a picture a little bit later, making me jealous. Took his winnings from 6 days of premium plays last week and parlayed into it a beautiful trip into Maui. Man, made me jealous, made me want to go on vacation. Got, I don't know why it's doing that. Let's see here. Got some big land. And it's going to be a big week for everybody. Don't forget, Saturday morning is we've got Saturday morning UFC this week. William, how are you, sir? Big UFC event for us this week. An even bigger card next week on UFC 238. But before we get there, Fight Night 153. Headlined by my buddy, Mr. Anthony Smith, in the main event. Coming off his big loss. A lot of familiar with the names of these fighters. This is where we make our bread and butter on the cards that even the odds makers don't know much about the fighters. And stay tuned. Got some good information to relay to you guys that I think you guys are going to love to hear. Aaron, how are you, sir? Yeah, William, 3-0 sweep. Premium plays have been red hot. They bounced back with a winning day yesterday. They won 20 straight days, and they lost on Tuesday. They went 1-2 on Tuesday. Bounced back with another winning day yesterday. And I think they've had one losing day out of the last 21, and I think might be 2 out of the last 30-something now. I'd have to go back and double-check the exact record. Premium plays, they just been red hot like our system plays. Speaking of system plays, Aaron and everybody else, how you guys liking those system plays? We're finally heating up 33 straight winners system plays, 49-1. We're killing it so much, we've got the turds out there making fake accounts to post saying that we're not 33-0. Some jackwagon posted earlier this morning. They're not 33-0. They're 12-15, which would be absolutely impossible. But nope, no joke. 33 straight system play winners, and over 90% of those are all game one winners at that. So that's even more money in our pocket. If you're not betting the system plays, you're missing out. 49-1 run on system plays is pretty fantastic. But it could be a lot better, that's for sure. It could be 80-0, but it's not yet. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Got to get past these 3 that we've got starting today. Speaking of system plays, we've got system plays starting today, folks. 3 of them that you want to be a part of. When it's all said and done, we'll be 36-0 as well as 52-1. Yeah, Aaron's definitely loving the system plays. Everybody's making money betting them. Well, the ones that are betting them. Often imitated, never duplicated. That is a fact. That is a bona fide fact that not many people can get anywhere close to what we do on them. A lot of people will try. Not many will succeed. Well, rather, literally no one will succeed. Got our text message alert going out. A little late and behind on that one, but let's get that one out there. Let me get that out there. Give me 1 second, folks. Yes, we definitely need to get my personal play magic back. There is no mojo there at the moment. Ice. Cold. Philly's letting us down today. Not the way that I wanted to start the day, that is for sure. But with all bad runs, everything switches. So ride the system, bet the strategy, long-term results will be a-okay. That I promise you guys. So, who's ready for a monster week? Who's ready for another big winning day? I know I am. Ross Pitts is on board. Absolutely. Yes, sir, you are. Thank you for your business. I see you actually jumped back on board again. Thank you, sir. Grab yourself another 3 days of premium plays. After your the double up sale. It was a good deal, only one losing day. Which, I mean, the losing day sucked, but, you know, it was going to happen. Eventually. But we got it right back, and we're going to make even more money the next couple days. All weekend long, going to be a very busy weekend. Let's talk about the weekend. What do we expect today, tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday? First of all, today we got premium plays. We've got our system plays that are starting in 3.5 hours. The first of three start in 3.5 hours. After today, what do we got looking ahead on Friday besides our premium plays that we're going to have? We have more system plays starting Friday as well. So these ones will be wrapped up tonight. We've got new ones starting tomorrow. It's going to be an action-packed weekend. Then going ahead looking at Saturday. Not only will we be live for Cappers Nation Live Saturday morning, but we have Guaranteed Saturday. Big win on Guaranteed Saturday last week. Going to be another nice winner for this week. We already have it all. I mean, we just need the odds makers to come out with what they're going to come out with, and make sure everything is going to be set in stone, and make sure a pitcher doesn't get scratched or another starting player gets scratched. That might potentially change our outlook. But as of right now, it's looking fantastic. But even bigger than Guaranteed Saturday on Saturday, UFC Fight Night 153. It's early this time. When we're live Saturday morning, when we start our second hour of live shows, we will be watching the UFC. International card, primarily an international fight this week. What up, Dak P? What's up, Cap Nation? So while we're live Saturday morning, we've got the UFC. It's going to be a big card for us again. Remember, we're coming off a absolute monster UFC event 2 weeks ago. We've had a week layoff. Back, if you guys remember, Fight Night 152, we had a total of 23 plays between parlays, fight picks, and leans. Our UFC guy went 20-3. 20-3. He went 11-1 on leans. The only lean that we lost, we gave away free. He went 4-1 on parlays. He nailed three fight parlays and 1 2-fight parlay. He also went 5-1 on his official fight picks, including nailing down that big dog, a couple big dogs for us, when everybody was taking the heavy favorites. So we're coming off a monster UFC event. He loves this card. He is already there on location for the weigh-ins, talking to the fighters. There's a couple that are having issues making weight. And he just loves what we've got going on for the UFC. So if you guys want to watch some UFC that's taking place in Stockholm, Sweden, and make a boatload of money, UFC Fight Night 153, It's called Fight Night 153. However, it's going to be taking place early tomorrow morning. So during the live show tomorrow, we'll be betting on the UFC. And just as we always do, we're going to give away a free fight pick and a free write-up for everybody. It's 100% free, no credit card required. It is free to grab. You get it right on our website. Matter of fact, we'll be watching the fight live while we're live for the show. So we'll be rooting everybody, rooting that one on there. So don't forget, you guys better get signed up early for the UFC event. Fight picks will be posted late tomorrow morning, early tomorrow afternoon. And speaking of the UFC, a little bit later in the show, I'm going to make a big announcement about the UFC. Couple changes coming to Cappers Direct and the Cappers Nation show. Changes in a good way. Additions. But we'll announce that here in a little bit. But one thing that I announced actually 2 weeks ago, well, almost 2 weeks ago, supposedly, there's other companies out there that are claiming they're winning betting the UFC, and they're losing. They're losing juice. It doesn't matter if you lose $1 or you lose a unit. Losing's losing. If you're losing 4 weeks in a row, you should probably reevaluate what you're doing and probably maybe go get another job. But for all the customers out there, I don't think there's many of them. Maybe 4 or 5 a week, 7, 8, 9, 10 a week, maybe 20 a couple times. But for all the other people's customers out there that have lost for 4 straight weeks betting the UFC, obviously it's not with us because we're kicking it out of the park. 20-3 last week we were. But for everybody that's lost for 4 weeks in a row, send me an email, Kyle at Cappers Direct. I feel horrible that you have such a bad experience with other people that want to claim to be the king or the best at the UFC. I feel horrible that, you've gone 4 weeks without making any money, let alone 4 weeks losing money. And you had to pay to do that on, anybody could lose on their own. You shouldn't have to pay 4 weeks in a row to lose. You show me the proof that you paid for somebody's UFC picks for 4 weeks in a row and you lost. And I'm personally going to give you our UFC card, give you access on the website to every single write-up, every single fight pick, every single parlay, every single prop bet, all the write-ups, you name it. I'm going to give it to you absolutely free because I feel bad for you. I really do. And I want to show you, one, what a professional company is like, and two, people that actually have a clue what it's like to deal with people like that. So come on over to Cappers Direct. Don't be shy. We'll take care of you because other companies don't. Aaron says, major announcement, UFC and guaranteed Saturday, $99. No, it's not that. It doesn't cost you guys anything. It's not a new package. It's not a late steam turd play that Billy Bob Joe working out of the shit shack is offering tomorrow night. It's content related for you guys on something that we're going to be doing here. So we'll talk about that a little bit later, and it's going to be good. Dak P, hey, key, dumb question. Maybe first of all, the only dumb question is the one that you don't ask, unless you're a troll. Which Dak P, you are not a troll, sir. So feel free to ask away. What are system plays? Not familiar with those. What system plays are? And I get asked this in every video, so it's all good. System plays are a progressive style of betting. Major League Baseball, first of all, only. Brad, yes, it'll work if you're from Australia. We have tons of international clients from all over the world. Australia, Canada, Romania, Greece,
Ireland, England, ton of UK clients, ton of Australian clients. So yes, it'll 100% work for you. But back to system plays, it's a progressive style of betting where we're betting individual games inside of a series. So it's not a series play as some people want to call them. Yeah, Jorge, I went 0-1 today on my personal plays. Yep, I did. I lost the Phillies. We already talked about that a little bit ago. That's my only personal play for today. So I had a losing day today, folks. I'll be the first to admit it. Premium plays will probably be lights out 3-0 kind of day, though. System plays, I'm pretty sure they'll go 3-0. But anyways, back to system plays. It's a progressive betting style, meaning when we lose, we do double up our bet. A lot of people want to talk shit about it, but they finally realize, that so many people are betting our system plays that, oh my God, they should probably try and jump on the bandwagon too while they're talking shit about it. But be careful of those people. But in a nutshell, it's a system that you have to have the intellectual capability and not just the smarts, but you have to have access to solid information because you have to be able to handicap game 2, 3, and potentially a 4-game series. So you're looking ahead 2, 3, and 4 days ahead of time, and you have to be able to handicap those games when there are no lines. A lot of times there's not even pitchers listed 2, 3 days ahead of time. You have to be able to have knowledge to know who's in the pitching rotation. What matchups are you going to see? And if a pitcher gets scratched, or they delay a start, or they decide to give a pitcher a rest, and they've got a rotation spot open, so they bring up one of the younger kids from the minors to give them a start. Or do they have a pitcher coming off injured reserve list that may have been working out of the bullpen for the last couple games, and they're going to give him a start finally? You have to be able to factor in all of those considerations on top of key personnel that start on a daily basis for those teams. Let's just say you're playing on the Angels. Ohtani, is he going to be in the lineup as a designated hitter? Mike Trout, is he going to be playing? You need to factor in all those considerations, rest days. There's so much work that goes into a system play. Believe it or not, we spend more time handicapping our system plays than there are any other play that we have, because we have to be able to, before we put one out, we have to be able to handicap 2, 3, 4 games ahead of time. They're not for everybody, but we have a lot of clients from small to large, from $50 all the way up to, $5-10 grand on a system play. But those guys are able to put a lot more because you have to be able to factor in the double up. I normally bet $3,000 to $5,000, $3K on my personal plays, $5K on the premium plays. I bet $750 on the system plays because if I'm doubling up on a 3 or 4 game series, I'm going from $750 to $15 to $3, possibly potentially $6,000 on a game. But I have enough confidence in our system plays, knowing what we did last year, knowing what we're doing right now. We've won 33 straight, and by golly, most of those are all on game 1 winners. Occasionally they went to game 2. I think one went to a game 3 out of the last month. 49-1 out of the last 50 system plays. So it's just a different style of betting to properly answer your question. It's not for everybody, but it's definitely for me. Absolutely love them, and I'm a shit ton of money betting them. An absolute shit ton of money betting our system plays. Speaking of international clients, a big shout out to Mr. Otara from the UK, signing up for our system plays right now. If you have any questions, bud, feel free to email me or give us a call or send me an email, and I can call you because it is international. I can call you so it's not on your dime. No problem, Dak. Anytime. Absolutely, Jorge. We'll definitely get it back. But yeah, back to what Aaron said. Oh, there's Ice Watt. Yeah, no, that's thank you for jumping on board the System Plays. And if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. And if you've got an iPhone, I can either FaceTime or text back and forth from iMessage to iMessage. That way it doesn't cost you a penny. Jorge, what's on Saturday? Guaranteed Saturday, Cappers Nation Live and UFC Fight Night 153. UFC takes place early. When we're actually live, we go live at 6 a.m. Pacific time, 9 a.m. Eastern time. At 10 a.m. Eastern time, UFC Fight Night 153 starts. Obviously, we're giving away a free UFC fight pick again. You'll have the option to sign up for that on our website starting tomorrow. That'll be posted on our website late tomorrow morning. So it's I'm super excited. We have also something else bigger coming out on Saturday. Which, you know, we might as well just talk about it right now because before we start getting on the talk of the games and the NBA Finals and all that, let's just make the big announcement now. I'm sure the haters are watching, and there are going to be a lot of them, and that's okay. You know, it happens. It definitely happens, you know. I don't know what happened, but somehow my browser search box got changed to something with a duck or something. I don't know. It ain't Google anymore. Hang on 1 second, guys. Second here. So, starting, Christopher Smith, how are you, sir? Brad, System Plays are $400 for a week or $1,500 for the entire season, which ends up being close to $50 a week. Starting this weekend. And it's actually going to evolve into something much bigger and a much bigger thing. But starting this weekend, we've got a special video coming out late Saturday afternoon or early Saturday evening. This week, it's going to be recorded. Just because of time constraints and prior commitments. But no, it doesn't involve me. It's not my show. But I do want to welcome TJ DeSantis and Beat Down After the Bell to the Cappers Direct and Cappers Nation shows. For everybody that's not familiar with TJ DeSantis, if you follow MMA, anything mixed martial arts, you probably know him. If you watch any of the fights on television or pay-per-view, you've heard his voice. He is the official play-by-play announcer for Invicta Fights, for EBI. Also, he's the official announcer for Island Fights on UFC Fight Pass. Been featured all over. If you guys know anything about him, you know that he was on the Sharedog Radio Network for many, many years, bringing you the best UFC content in the world. And very, very shortly, so what's going to happen, let me tell you what's going to happen this weekend, and then what's going to happen moving forward. This is an industry first for a sports consulting company. And like I said, others will try and duplicate what we do, but they won't succeed. At least not on our level. TJ has had a show for years called Beat Down After the Bell. It's always a live show that airs live. It was on a pay-per-view platform, but it always aired live following every single UFC event. And there's a co-host, some big-name co-hosts that co-host it with them. I'm not going to say who just yet. Where they recap everything that went on during that UFC event. They also take live callers. And no, for everybody wondering, he's not the one that picks our UFC fight picks. He's not our inside expert for fight picks. But we're happy to bring on Beatdown After the Bell. Officially will be aired live. Starting after the June 8th UFC event. So June 22nd, I believe it is, will be the first one that will be airing live. Beatdown After the Bell will be hosted on our YouTube channel. And let me tell you, I am so excited to bring this to you guys. It's a big step and a whole different direction for our company, and we want to be able to bring you guys the best content. And his shows are not about who to pick, who to take. Due to time constraints and traveling, he does have, I believe it's an Invicta fight to call. So if you guys watch the Invicta fight, he'll be calling that fight as well. So this week's Beatdown After the Bell edition is going to be pre-recorded, unfortunately, but due to time constraints and getting everything done. But this week's will be pre-recorded. And then following UFC Fight Night 154 on June 22nd, it'll be hosted live on our website as well as our YouTube channel. I'm not on it. It's not my show. It's going to be great. But even more than that, even more than the live shows, you're going to start seeing weekly pre-recorded UFC videos by TJ DeSantos, as well as other individuals that are coming on board with us that will have their weekly UFC video, as well as interviews with the actual fighters themselves. Yes, I said it. The actual fighters themselves will be on our YouTube channel. Questions from our guys, as well as we'll try and arrange something where you guys can submit a question, and we'll have them them ask the fighters for you guys. Callie Niner, what's going on, bud? So don't be surprised. Do not be surprised when we put out a video for UFC Fight Night 154. And you start seeing some interviews from Cody Stamann, Brian Barbereno, Lee, Kevin Holland, Ashley Yoder. When you actually see some of these amazing UFC fighters on our YouTube channel. Everybody's been saying, the haters have been saying, it's only Kyle. It's only a one-man show. It's only him, folks. It's only this. It's only that. Wrong. It has always been a team of people behind the scenes that you guys don't see. IceWatt, absolutely, man. It's definitely massive for a sports consulting company to be able to bring in outside talent, real individuals. to bring you guys the best content, 100% free. And the only thing that I ask is hopefully when those videos come out, if you guys aren't already subscribed, you'll subscribe to our YouTube channel and you'll give these guys a big thumbs up on the video for the work that they're going to be doing. Don't worry, we'll get to today. Oh, here we go. The hater Mike White. Because I'm the face of the company. But don't worry, you'll see some more people soon. You'll see some more people soon. Don't you worry about that, Mr. Hater. I love it. We start talking about the things that we're going to be doing and the haters show up. You guys notice that? The trolls show up when we start making big announcements. I absolutely love it. It doesn't get any better than that. You know you're on the top of the world when the haters come to try and interrupt your big announcement. Well, get used to it, folks. Get used to it. So I cannot wait for Beatdown After the Bell. Absolutely can't wait for our weekly UFC videos with interviews of actual fighters themselves. No, Mike, you're just a troll because I see what you post on our comments. That's why. That's why. On your fake YouTube account that you just created with your bear, Mr. Steven Cordero, more than likely. But anyways, back to the UFC stuff. So this weekend's will be a pre-recorded one. Just he'll actually be on location calling the Invicta fight. That's the female fighting network. Wilson, I'm not solo. There's a good group of people here and behind us. I'm just the face that's on the videos. And it used to actually be Jay that did all the videos. He just sucked at it. No offense to him. Exactly, Shane. Hasn't subscribed to anyone. You better go create a new account. I'm sure it'll be here. There'll be another one. But again, this is absolutely huge. And not to give away our master plans, but you're going to see more content like this in the near future. I always told you guys, if we built it, we would give back. This is a small little portion of, just a small little taste of what we're going to be giving back. Don't forget also TJ DeSantos, who it's his Beatdown After the Bell show that's coming to our channel. He is also the co-host of the Bruce Buffer podcast that he does with Bruce every single week. The It's Time podcast. He's the co-host of that. So don't be surprised when you see a lot of these big insiders show up on our channel for videos, content for you guys. So, as you guys can see, I'm smiling ear to ear over it. Can't wait. Can't wait. Haters are gonna hate. They're gonna talk shit. But when you're bringing greatness, it's okay. We're light years ahead of everybody. So, stay tuned for that one. That'll be, and I'll have more information as the week gets closer. But that will be actually put onto our YouTube channel. The Beatdown After the Bell pre-recorded version will be on our YouTube channel Saturday following. It'll be filmed. But the live shows will generally last 90 minutes to 2 hours long, breaking down the UFC. There is co-hosts. They bring it. We're going to have co-hosts brought in. And then they'll take live callers. And it's not just aired just right here on our little YouTube channel. It's going to be aired all over the place. So look for a lot and even more things to come. And more outside, not just UFC, but Major League Baseball, NHL, NFL, and college football content. Remember, it's a legitimate company to be able to land legitimate people for real content. So, pat on the back to everybody behind the scenes that has been able to take this great idea of mine and run with it. And reality, working on this for quite some time, and it's been under wraps. So, if you guys like the UFC, awesome. You're going to love it. And most of you might already know about the Beatdown After the Bell show and the Share Dog Radio Network that had it for years, which is on satellite. But if you're not a big UFC fan or you don't know much about it, here's going to be your opportunity to learn about the UFC and how to bet it and how to be successful. And another thing is, the Beatdown After the Bell, it's about recapping what went on. How did a fighter lose? How did the fight win? Et cetera, et cetera. Was there a freak injury? Stuff like that. And you're going to find out that a lot of the recaps that you're going to after the bell are going to be brought on with what our UFC expert put out. And no, they're two completely separate people. Matter of fact, to my knowledge, they have met each other in passing, but one doesn't know the other. Not yet, anyways. I'm sure they'll in the weeks to come. So, a lot of big things in the works that I can't divulge. But it's a good time to be part of the Cappers Nation family, that's for sure. So, thank you. To be honest, I've been wanting to be able to do this for a long time. And I always told you guys, if we build it, they will come and we'll give back. So, and you guys helped build it, so we're giving back. To this fool with the long name that I'm not going to repeat, Kyle, since you are so confident and arrogant, please give a guaranteed winner in baseball to prove you got a set of balls. I do have a guaranteed winner in baseball. It's on Saturday. Guaranteed to winner, you get a full refund, no questions asked. It's $150. Feel free to go to the website, cappersdirect.com. You can purchase it there. Matter of fact, you can purchase it today since you're a big talker. But if you want a guaranteed winner, I'm sorry, sir, or ma'am, whoever you are, or however you identify your sexual orientation. You want the good shit, you're going to have to pay. But thanks for coming around. Make sure to give us a thumbs down on your way out the door, all right? He'll probably redirect you to another sports service website, Shane. Wow, look at all this. We get some weird... individuals today. Bet broker from Columbia. Hi. Welcome. Everybody for tuning in. I love it. One hater after another today. Diarlo, how are you? Thank you for tuning in. Jermaine Reed, what's going on, buddy? So now that we let the cat out of the bag about the UFC and the beatdown after the bell, we can start talking about some games. We can start moving in that direction. Gonna have a free play for you guys. Chido, are you just tuning in? You missed the big announcement. Chido, I know you're a big UFC fan and a big UFC fan. What I announced ago, we're bringing on some huge outside content for the UFC. TJ DeSantos with Beatdown After the Bell is going to be airing live on our YouTube channel here in the near future. His Beatdown After the Bell show will air live following every single UFC event, recapping everything that we have. This week's because of time constraints, and he's the official announcer for Invicta. He's the play-by-play announcer for on television, so he'll be at the Invicta fight this weekend. He also does he's also the announcer on Island Fights on UFC, as well as doing the Combat Jiu-Jitsu Worlds, doing it this last weekend as well. So Beatdown After the Bell will be pre-recorded for our channel this weekend, and then after that, after the UFC Fight Night 154, it'll be aired live on our YouTube channel, as well as weekly videos that are going to be highlighted with actual interviews of the fighters themselves. Yes, the real fighters that are fighting that week on that week's card. So you're going to see a lot of new content and a lot of new stuff that is coming to Cappers Nation show. And I can't wait for it. I absolutely can't wait. It's going to be a huge hit. And to be able to get some of these UFC fighters on to answer your guys' questions and answer some of our questions, as well as the standard stuff, it's going to be a huge thing. So I look forward to it, and it's going to be big. And then we also have not just TJ DeSantis doing it, but we also have other individuals that are bringing more UFC content, interviews of other fighters as well. And this is not just going to be in the UFC. You're going to see this in a lot of things, a lot of sports in the very near future. So, yeah, I can't wait. And I know you're a big UFC fan. So, and it's and he's not the guy that picks our fight picks. It's not related. Nothing about what he does is going to be related to the actual picks or selling. It's just good quality content for you guys, and I'm extremely excited about it. And you're going to see a lot of that stuff from different high-profile individuals that are choosing to work with us. So it's going to be a great time. So, with that being said, we're going to move right along. Let's talk about the NBA. NBA Finals, baby. They are finally here. The NBA Finals are finally here. Game 1, Golden State, Toronto. ESPN, Kawhi Leonard, the best player in the NBA. Let's talk about that. I'm curious to hear what you guys think. Is Kawhi River the best all-around player in the NBA right now? Let's hear your opinion. Post it up in the comments. Love to hear it. And for everybody that's new to the channel, first of all, welcome to Cappers Nation live with Cappers Direct. If you haven't already done so, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button, all right? Hit that thumbs up button. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work that we do to bring you guys the free winning plays 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And also, if you haven't already done so, subscribe to the YouTube channel. That way you get notified each and every single time I go live, or we put out a pre-recorded video, or when you want to be notified when Beatdown After the Bell comes on, or when we have one of our UFC interview videos come out. You're going to want to be notified. So hit that subscribe button. And if you really want to help us out, not only hit that thumbs up button, but also hit that share button. Share this on your social media. Spread the word. Spread the word. Get the word out. Because I always told you, if we build the brand, I will give back to you guys. And this is just a small little taste of what's to come. Bringing Beatdown After the Bell is just a small little sliver of flavor of what we're bringing for you guys. Acidic said, did the game start yet? Did what game start yet? The NBA game? NBA game hasn't started. Mark Z says, absolutely, Kawhi is the best player in the NBA. He's legit carrying the Raptors. That's because the Raptors supporting us. If it wasn't for Kawhi, they wouldn't be where they're at. Yes, that's a fact. But can he carry a team like LeBron James does? Minus the Lakers. Kawhi also comes with his faults as well. Ice Watt says Kawhi definitely the best. Jermaine Reed, LeBron and KD are the best, but it'll change very soon. Mark Kyle, reach out to Bovada, much easier. No, thank you. I have a Bovada account. I don't like them. 5 dimes to me is much easier. I deal with Bitcoin only with them. I use, in my opinion, the best book that's out there. And Bovada offered us. Bovada wanted a sponsor. We turned what they had down because I don't like using them. I can promise you, Bovada's never sent anybody $50K for a cash out at one time. Bovada's lines are always the worst in the industry. 5 Dimes has the best lines. I'm a line shopping whore. In order to be successful in this industry, you have to have the best line. You have to have access to the best line. And as Tom said, it's probably where my American Express card got stolen a couple years ago. Now that I think about it, if you want your information stolen, use Bovada. So for the sole fact that I can get out in Bitcoin within a 24-hour time span, and it's probably going to be closer to 2.5 hours, I'll stick with 5 Dimes. They got the best lines and they pay, and there's no BS and no bullshit. No waiting on a $3,000 check to come from Canada that you got to deposit into your ATM and hope that your bank allows you to cash it. Glenn W. Leonard, the best player in the NBA. No doubt about, who said it? Somebody else said it above. Oh, Ice Watt said he can score and defend. No doubt about it. Kawhi Leonard is one of the best defenders in the NBA. Offense and defense. One of the more gifted, well-rounded individuals, no doubt about it. Arturo P, we're at Bovada or 5 dimes. I haven't ran into a rude individual yet at 5 dimes. Their customer service has always been very courteous. Oh, where'd my live chat go? There it is. Chat disappeared. Where at, Arturo? Your bets were limited. I'd be surprised if that's 5 games. You're probably talking about Bovada, I would imagine. So, tonight's game, game 1, no Kevin Durant. My personal opinion is the Warriors don't need Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant has needed the Warriors. That's the only reason why you could tag champion behind Kevin Durant's name. He couldn't win one with in Oklahoma City. He had to come to Golden State. He had to come to NorCal in order to win a ring. Golden State has proven time and time again that they don't need Durant. When they go back to their old school ways, Golden State is unstoppable. Now, a lot of people are going to say, oh, well, Toronto beat them in Toronto this year. Yes, Toronto did beat Golden State in Toronto, I think, by 3 points in a very high-scoring game. I think it was close to 240 points. Yeah, absolutely, they did beat them by 3. But don't forget, old Steph wasn't playing. It was Durant. And everybody knows what Golden State's record is without Kevin Durant, but Curry. It's fan-freaking-tastic. Near perfect. So can Golden State get the job done? Yes, Johnny K, they were resting. And I've been preaching this all year about Golden State. Matter of fact, I had and I remember this game exactly because I had about a dozen clients contact me that day and ask me about that game. Who am I betting? What do we like? And I steered clear of it. We didn't play that game because Golden State is known to rest, or if they're not resting, they play down a certain competition that they know they're going to potentially see in either the Western Conference Finals or the NBA Finals. They used to do it playing against San Antonio in the regular season and Oklahoma City. They did it every single year. Those teams would steal wins in the regular season. They come to the playoffs and they straight get their ass kicked. The Warriors still don't get the respect. IceWatt just said. Thank you for saying that. They made a big deal about it against Houston. Down. James Harden, Chris should be able to knock off the Warriors. Here's their chance to shine. Bullshit. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. James Harden, good? Yeah, he's great. Chris Paul, good? Absolutely. I'm sorry, but 2 All-Stars going up a whole team of All-Stars plus All-Stars on the bench? Not going to happen. The bench for Golden State is better than most teams, especially in the East. The players coming off the bench for Golden State can hang with probably almost any given team on any given day out of the East. And that's the bench players. That ain't the starting 5 All-Stars. So, my opinion, Toronto on the level? No. Dat Fire TV, you're very welcome. I'm glad you enjoy it. Stay tuned because in the weeks to come, there's going to be a lot more content that comes out that's definitely not even from me as well. So before we dive more into this game, let's take a look at the numbers. Let's see where betting public is at. I'm sure it's going to be heavy on Golden State. It should be. Has anybody been able to prove that Golden State's beatable in the finals besides LeBron James? And last time I checked, he's sitting at home. So is there any evidence out there that the Warriors can be beat in the finals? I mean, if there is, feel free to share it. Maybe you could sway my mind, but I doubt it. I mean, I can't possibly of anything that's out there to support why Toronto can knock off. Just think Golden State's just getting better. DeMarcus Cousins, Kevin Durant injured. DeMarcus Cousins available tonight. You guys forget, people want to say, oh, Toronto, it's got Gasol. Big man. Nobody on Golden State to defend him. Bullshit. Everybody forget that's what DeMarcus Cousins did for years. Their little arch rivalry there. Players know each other like the back of their own hands. So to me, is it going to be a good game? Yeah, absolutely. I think it'll be a great game. Richard, thank you for posting that. That's actually a great post. Richard just posted a great comment that the Raptors are going to need Danny Green, Lowry, Ibaka, Sycam to play their best games of their lives. Golden State is a scary team, he says, but is beatable. If both teams are healthy and players ball out, Golden State has a bigger edge. No doubt about it. I agree with you 100%. In order for Toronto to have a chance, it can't be just Kawhi Leonard, Mr. Kawhi Mia River, and Drake. Those two alone can't beat Golden State. And you got to remember, yeah, but Jonathan, Golden State plays with teams. They knew they were going to be in the finals. They coasted easily through the entire season. Through the regular season, Golden State coasted. They coasted through the playoffs with very little effort. They would go down big, they'd come back and they'd win. And put a smile on their face. I'm not sure if they have that mentality into the finals. Knowing that Toronto is a good team. I'm not knocking Toronto. Toronto's a great team. I mean, it's not like they got through a loaded East. The East is pretty soft and weak if you ask me, but they're there for a reason. They're definitely solid team with some solid supporting cast. But I don't think Golden State comes in with the mentality of playing with teams. It's the finals. This is do or die. Golden State wants to win it on the road in Game 5. I expect them to come out and absolutely ball like a team we haven't seen since the finals last year. And that whole factor is based on they coasted through the regular season, resting players whenever they wanted to rest. It didn't matter who they were playing. So, Toronto, Johnny K says Toronto's already talking about how good they are as a comeback team. They made some good comebacks as well. You know, they've made some good comebacks. Dr. Franco says Toronto will win the championship. Going to disagree on that one, but we can respectfully disagree to disagree. Let's take a look at the line. Let's take a look at the numbers. I'm popping that up right now. I'm refreshing that. That way we can try and see where everything is. But I'm expecting... Last time I checked, it was a little over 60%, but I'm expecting more to jump on the Golden State bandwagon. Honestly, I don't see how Toronto will win the series. They may win a game somewhere along the line. 68% of all the against the spread bets coming in Vegas. All rolling Golden State plus a point. Line on this game has Golden State +1. If you bet it early last night, Golden State was actually getting +1.5. Total's been pretty consistent, 213.5 all across the board. Let's take a look at William Hill and what William Hill released just 20 minutes ago, guys. This is up to the minute. As far as the points, William Hill is heavy when it comes to ticket amounts. Or amount of tickets, excuse me. 74% of all actual tickets coming in are on the Warriors. However, just 53% of the money at William Hill and throughout their 150-plus books in the nation. Just 53% of the money coming in on the point spread is on the Warriors, 47% on the Raptors. When it comes to the money line, 79% of all the money coming in at William Hill books are all on the money line for the Raptors. As far as Vegas goes, overall, that number is 73%, so very consistent there. As far as the over and the under, William Hill's got a 64% liability on the over. Overall, Vegas has a 67% liability on the over of 213.5. Jonathan, all that talk about Golden State don't need KD, it's a storyline. Damn straight, they don't need him. And they've proven that. Time and time again over the years, they've never needed him. They didn't need him in the NBA or the Western Conference Finals. They didn't need him to get rid of Hughes. Andre, how are you, sir? Oh, absolutely. It's definitely going to be a tough battle. I don't expect it to be a complete blowout. Toronto's a tough team. I think they're going to give Golden State their issues, but I don't think Golden State plays around. I definitely don't think Golden State plays around. Do I think the Raptors are tired? I can definitely see them looking a little fatigued. They've had plenty of time off to recoup, and in sports medicine these days, you know, there's so much opportunity to heal the body and recoup that I don't think they're going to come tired. Honestly, I don't think the Bucks choked. The Bucks got lucky and won game one. Shouldn't have won game one. Toronto choked in game one. The Raptors choked in game one. That fourth quarter, they choked. Game one of the Eastern Conference Finals should have went to the Raptors. No doubt about it. Game two, the Bucks came to play. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Other way around. So a lot of mistakes by Toronto in that fourth quarter in game one. Now, I don't think this series will go 7 games, although 7 games is great for the NBA. Hell, 7 games is better for us. More NBA, more money to be made, right? So, if it did go 7 games, which I don't think it will, but if it did, I can see fatigue starting to play a factor. If it went to game 6 and game 7, that's when I could potentially see. I mean, these are professional athletes. This is what they do. They're in the best shape of their life, and they're used to the minutes played. How much of a Spurs defensive mentality does Kawhi bring? Jonathan Boss asked. He might bring a lot from their defensive mentality. The Spurs were never a match for Golden State. Last time I checked, since the Warriors are top of the food chain, the Spurs haven't beat them to go to the NBA Finals. Spurs have the best coach in the NBA. And they've had some quality players like Kawhi, Parker, Duncan. And they were never able to get the job done. Maybe the regular season, because Golden State was playing around, resting players, or not really giving a shit and pissing off a game not to show their hand. But when it came to the playoffs, Golden State's on top. It's the reason why they're there again. Now, I'm not trying to persuade any of you to take Golden State. You guys can take whoever the hell you want. But I do have a free play for you guys. And I might as well give it to you now because we're talking about the NBA. Premium play. We took Golden State plus 1.5 this morning. I'm seeing it at +1 just about everywhere. Let me double check 5 dimes, make sure it's still on there. Speaking of 5 dimes, have some videos with them coming out very, very shortly. on how to use their website and how to navigate it, as well as how to deposit, how to bet. Still +1 minus $1.10. You can get +1.5 at minus $1.18 at 5 dimes. If you get it at +1, that's fine. There's a link to 5 needs. So, free premium play as we put it out this morning. +1, that's fine. But we put out Golden State +1.5. It was actually out last night for all of our premium play members. I avoid the strip like the plague on holiday weekends. I've been dumb enough to do it a couple times for New Year's Eve and the 4th of July. Unfortunately, 4th of July, International Fight Week. 4th of July is in the middle of the week this year. But the weekend is going to be so busy, and I am going to have to make a couple trips, obviously, down arena and stuff like that. But I try and avoid this trip like a plague on any holiday weekend or any major weekend. It is absolutely a nightmare. If you're in a taxi or an Uber, cheaper to get out and walk if you're in a taxi and that meter's ticking while you're sitting in traffic. Although the taxis know their best way around town, the little back roads off the strip, but sometimes it takes you forever just to get there on the back roads. And it does suck. It's absolutely one of the worst things about the town that I live in is holiday traffic. Absolutely insane. July, I'll probably be out of town over the holiday, but then I'll be back for International Fight Week here in Vegas at the T-Mobile Arena. That is going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Backstage with some of the fighters. It's going to be a good time. Yeah, just a polite way to call the traffic. On a holiday weekend. It's disgusting. All right, guys, let's take a look. So I gave out the free play to everybody. I posted in the comments. Free premium play. Golden State Warriors plus the points. Rocky's getting a big out at second base right there. Yeah, I think he was out. Let's take a look at the rest of Major League Baseball. If you're not on board our premium plays, guys, you should probably take a look at them. They've won 13 out of the last 14 days. They went 12 days straight winning. Wednesday was an off day. Sorry, Tuesday was an off day. Wednesday was another winning day. They bounced right back on Wednesday winning day. And we've got three really good and premium plays today. Absolutely solid premium plays set for today. Pick up 3 days of our premium plays, just $99. You get instant and you could jump on board that money. I think they've only had one outright losing day out of the last 26 or 27 days. They've been on a hell of a run. An absolute big terror. System plays. What could we say about system plays other than absolute lights out, money in the bank? Going for their 34th, 5th, and 36th straight play winner tonight. We're 33-0 in the last 33, 49-1 out of the last 50. And the only one that we did lose out of the last 50 was on the Toronto Blue Jays when they were plus money. I think they were plus 120, plus 110, and plus 140. So we didn't lose much at all on them. But if you're betting let's just say you were betting $1,000 to win $1,000 on our system plays, just off of basic math, you lost 7. You won 49. $2,000. So if you're a $1,000 bettor in our 49-1 run, you're up $42,000. If you're a $100 bettor, you're up $4,200 betting our system plays in this little run of 49-1. Those are no joke numbers. Get inside the website and you'll actually see everything is posted, the full record detailed, exactly on what days the game won, etc., etc. Even $500 system play winners are up over $21,000 in our run. It's not too shabby. Not over a season, guys. That's not over many, many months. That 49-1 is barely over a month and a half. Matter of fact, I'll tell you when it went back to. The one loss, the last time we had a system play loser was on May 2nd. Was on the Jays plus 140. So since April 19th, 1 month and 11 days, our system plays are 49-1. $49-1 since April 19th. $100 bettor is up over $4,200. $500 bettor is up over $21,000. $1,000 system play bettor is up over $42,000 in 1 month and 11 days. So while people want to go out there and they want to talk shit about the system plays, they want to call them scams, they want to call them this, they want to call them that. I guess if putting serious money in your pocket, $100 can make $4,200 in 1 month and 11 days. If you want to call that a scam, by all means, call it a scam. I don't give a shit. What matters is we're putting money in everybody's pocket. Now, we may eventually lose one, or we may keep staying on our red-hot game, and it may be 66-0. It may be 82 in one run. But all I am telling you is our system plays are so good, the people that wanted to talk shit about them are trying to duplicate them themselves. Remember, they were a scam last week. Now they're the best thing since sliced bread. You got to love a flip-flopper. You guys remember what happened to George Bush, right? George H.W. Bush. The older one. The one that just passed away, bless his heart. Read lips. No new taxes. He promised no new taxes. And what did he do? He raised taxes. He flip-flopped. He wasn't around for a second. So be careful out there of flip-floppers. The only flip-flops you should deal with are the Tevas that are on your feet. Yes, I'm wearing flip-flops and jeans to work today. It's Casual Thursday. So, be careful of the flip-floppers that one day want to talk shit about it and say it's a scam, then the next minute they want to piggyback off of our fortune. Aaron, good sir, if you're still watching, How's that money on the system plays? IceWatt just signed up for him today. He's going to start making that good money. Dr. Franco had him for a week. They absolutely delivered. Everybody else that's on them. Making money. Diamondbacks a disaster today. Error after error after error. Vargas, what was that? So, you guys want to make... We've got the games to do it. We've got the games to do it. I wonder if there's anything else that I can give away. I'd have to make something up, but I don't do that, unfortunately for you guys. Actually, it is fortunately for you guys. Is anybody coming to town for International Fight Week here in Vegas? Is anybody coming to town? It's UFC 239. It's July 6th. It's Saturday. John Jones, Thiago Santos, Amanda Nunes, Holly Holm, Jorge Masvidal, Askren, Jan Blachowicz, Luke Rockhold, Junior Dos Santos, Francis Ngannou. I mean, it is a stacked card. I mean, even the prelims. Gilbert Melendez, Arnold Allen, Sean O'Malley, Marlon Vera, Diego Sanchez. Hell, even the early prelims have some headliners that are going to be future stars. Alejandro Perez, Jack Markham, Edmund Shabazanin. Monster card. Anybody coming into town? Chido, yeah, it's going to be it's just a hell of a card. If you guys come to town for that, definitely let me know. Maybe we'll put something together. You guys want to talk about a stacked card? Next week's UFC as well. Henry Cejudo, Marlon Moraes, Tony Ferguson, Donald the Cowboy Cerrone, Peter Yan, Jimmy Riviera. Big card next week as well. Tatiana Suarez, Nina Azaroff, Aljamain Sterling, Pedro Munoz. Carolina's fighting. Richard Lamas is fighting Calvin Kattar next week. Darren Stewart is fighting next week. But don't forget, overlook this weekend's Alexander Gustafsson, Anthony the Lionheart Smith main event. Any of the here's the thing, guys. Next week, and then obviously, UFC 239 headlining cards. I mean, some of the biggest, of the year. The odds makers know the big names. On you guys to pick properly. But what the odds makers don't know, it's a heavily international favored card like Saturday's. That's where having an industry insider and expert like our UFC guy, who went 20-3, by the way, 2 weeks ago. That's where that comes into play. Everybody knows the big names. Nobody knows the small names. Now, they may not have the big names. On the card, but we've got a lot of money to be made. Alan Wilson, probably wrong company. We don't do a BOGO on the system plays. Oh, I guess I did. I posted the wrong thing. I do apologize. There is no buy one, get one free. So they'd kill me if I did that one. I apologize. It's buy 1 week, get a week. Every week, unfortunately. I know I just did. I just looked up. I copied and pasted. I have a sheet of all my other stuff. I think a month ago or 3 weeks ago. But there's not even a link for it, unfortunately. So I apologize. Hit the wrong button. I guess I should pay a little more attention to copying and pasting, right? Now, if I could get it on the website, I'd let you guys have it, but I don't have access to that, getting it posted on the website. But you can get 1 week for $400. So don't overlook this Saturday's UFC, guys, and it's early. It's early. Matter of fact, the free fight pick and write-up that we're going to be giving you guys will be taking place while we are still live during our morning live show, which is cool. I actually like the morning. I know a lot of the UFC individuals. Ricky, premium plays are our highest rated plays. System plays are a progressive betting style, completely different. Premium plays will always be our top rated game. Completely different style. Completely different way of betting. Edward, what's going on, bud? Jesse, how can you best when you won over 30 in a row? How can you say? I'm not saying that they're the best. They're not our best plays. System plays are only based on Major League Baseball money line bets. Encompass a whole genre of sports and styles of plays. Diamondbacks pull within one with a 2-run shot in the top of the 8th. Ricky Pearson, what's more expensive? It's not going to say that they're the best. They're damn good. They're damn good. You guys want to call them the best? You guys can call them whatever you want. But when baseball's over, system plays are over. Have we ever won 30 in a row on premium plays? Yeah, we have. We have. Last summer, we went on an extremely sick run. Ryan, I don't know. I mean, it's on the TV. I have a client at the game. TV on earlier, and it's on the MLB extra innings, so it's the only thing that's on. I look up, and it's the only thing that's on. But yes, Jesse, we've won over 30. Any other questions on why the premiums are our top-rated games? System plays are just a new, or not a new, but a completely different style of betting. Whole different style of betting. Whole different style of information goes into it. System plays, we're handicapping 2, 3, and 4 games at a time. Premium plays are just one and done games. So, premium plays whole different ball game compared to system plays. If I had system plays 12 months out of the year, that's probably all that I'd play. Unfortunately, baseball doesn't go 12 months out of the year. And system plays are not for everybody. Not everybody likes that style of play, except for the people that are betting and making the money. I haven't had one customer yet that bought the system plays that didn't like them. Not one customer that I know I've ever bought the system plays that didn't like them. That's for sure. The only ones who don't like them are the haters. Imagine that. Nope, we don't. But I've actually already explained all of this to you, Jesse, on Twitter. Yeah, Izzy, generally speaking, 3-point advantage to the home team. Unless it's in college and there's a bigger home court advantage. We actually had the line opening in most of the places at -1 here in Vegas. We had the opening line at -1 and the total at 215. Total movement, MGM just brought the total down to 212.5. Westgate just dropped it to 213. CG Technologies all kept it at 213 as well. William Hill Stations have it at 213.5. Excuse me. Congrats, Ryan. Always great to hit a parlay. Alrighty. So we already gave out a premium play. Don't have much else to give out as far as free plays. But for everybody that's just tuning in, this Saturday, we have a pre-recorded version of Beat Down After the Bell with TJ DeSantis, excuse me. The official fight caller for Invicta. EBI, excuse me, BJI. Island on UFC Fight Pass, as well as Combat Jiu-Jitsu Worlds. He is the on-air announcer. Also co-host of the podcast It's Time with Bruce Buffer. We'll be bringing his Beat Down After the Bell show to our YouTube channel. This week, unfortunately, due to time constraints and his schedule with Invicta, because he will be doing that fight on Saturday, the women's fighting. Saturday's video will be pre-recorded. But starting after the June 22nd event for UFC Fight Night 144, headlined by Kevin Aguilar. Oh no, sorry, preliminary card. Cheng Sung Jung and Renta Monacano. It will actually be held live on our channel and our website after each and every single UFC fight. Holy, who dat, Bob? This is 2 weeks in a row. How can we get our fade list? The fade list is absolutely money. It was money again. Yes. Let's go over the fade list. Thank you, who dat, Bob. The fade list. The Cappers Nation fade list in Major League Baseball. Let's just jump right to it. Normally we go down through the stats, talk about the teams that are on our radar. Let's skip all over that this week. And let's talk about the fade list. Let's get that out of the way. Thank you, who dat, Bob. I don't know how. I mean, I forget about the fade list all the time. And it's a straight money maker. All right, last week we had 3 new additions to the fade list. All 3 of them put money in the pocket. Now we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams on the fade list. 7 of those 8 teams we made money last week. Let's take a look at the first one we had on our fade list. The Kansas City Royals. Well, they shit the bed again, and they went 1-5. That makes us 5-1. We had the Baltimore Orioles. They shit the bed again, and they went. We picked up 3 more valuable games right there. We had the Seattle Mariners. Right, they ain't going anywhere anytime soon. We had the Seattle Mariners. They shit the bed. They went 1-5 again. We picked up 4 more games on the Mariners. Then them damn pesky Reds. And I've been calling them pesky for 2 weeks. They went 4-3. It may be time to look at removing them in the near future. They went 4-3. This is the only team we lost a game on. We had the San Francisco Giants on the fade list. However, we told you not to fade them against the Marlins. Specific instructions, do not fade them against the Marlins, who we took off the list. The Giants went 0-4. We picked up 4 winners there. We said to fade the White Sox against the Twins. Only their 3 games against the Twins. The White Sox went 0-3 against the Twins. That makes us 3-0 fading them. We faded the Cleveland Indians. We said to fade them only against Tampa and Boston. They went 3-4. We picked up a game there. We said to fade the Detroit Tigers only against the New York Mets. They went 1-2. We picked up a game there. All in all, last week, in the last 7 days, our fade list went 31-12. All free money. Now, after 1 month of our fade list, we debuted it 1 month ago. This is week number 4. Our record is 87 wins and 43 losses. We're up 44 games on our fade list. Money in the bank. Money in the bank. It's Arizona taking the lead. 9-8. D-backs. Top of the 8th. 1 out, runner on first. So this week's fade list. Well, when you ask me, everybody that was on it last week. Even them damn pesky Reds. Again. So we'll go over those teams one more time. Feel free to write them down. Make a mental note of who you should be fading. Would appreciate it if you guys aren't promoting outside other companies. Chris Hernandez, what are the free video plays today? The free daily consensus play video. That video is out. Feel free to go watch it if you want to get that play. If you guys already know what that one is, please don't give it out in this chat. That's why we make the videos, so that they get watched. But earlier in the video, gave out Golden State +1. Our premium play clients this morning all got +1.5. But on this week's fade list, Kansas City Royals. And this, pay attention to this week. There's 4 sets of teams that have specific instructions. The Orioles, however, we're not fading the San Francisco Giants because the San Francisco Giants are also on the fade list with specific instructions. Don't fade them against the Orioles. There's just a wash. Game or bet against them. All right, Seattle Mariners on the fade list. The pesky Reds reluctantly are still on the fade list with games coming up against the Nationals and the Cardinals. I think we can definitely pick up a game or two there. The White Sox, however, we're not fading them against Cleveland. And Cleveland, not against the White Sox. Only against the Twins. We're only fading the Indians against the Twins this next week. And then last but not least, remember, not in any particular order, D-backs put another runner in. The Detroit Tigers, rounding out the fade list. Proof is in the pudding. Our fade list is 87-43 on the year, 31-12 last week producing. Free money in your pocket. Like all the free UFC content and other content that we are bringing you guys starting this week. Starting Saturday afternoon after UFC Fight Night 153. Beatdown After the Bell and a pre-recorded version will be on our channel and our website exclusively. And like I said, we're often imitated, never duplicated. That is a fact, folks. That is a fact. Just wait, in the starting weeks to come, you're going to start seeing UFC fighters interviewed on our channel by outside hosts directly for us, with us. Izzy, the prelim fights start at 7 p.m. Vegas time, 10 Eastern time. No, William, the fade list is only in this video. That's it. Every Thursday we go over the fade list from the week before and we announce it. If you don't watch Thursday's show, you don't have access to it. It's the perks of watching the Thursday afternoon Cappers Nation show. You guys want a big 3-0? Get on our premium plays. Red hot. You want another 3-0? Get on our system plays. I don't even have to tell you about those. Pick up a full week of our system plays for $400, or you can get the entire season for $1,500. Honestly, I'm being honest with you guys, that's the best deal. It really is. Our UFC Fight Night 153 picks, including the dog of the night, every lean, full write-up on every single fight you guys can get for just $29.99. Those fight picks will be out earlier tomorrow. They will be on our website late morning, early afternoon Las Vegas time, locked, loaded, and ready to go for you guys. As soon as the official weigh-ins are done over there in Stockholm, Sweden, our UFC expert who is over there in Sweden will finalize his picks and his write-ups, adjust anything that he needs to adjust based on fighters making weight or missing weight. and then it'll get and posted on the website for you guys. So don't miss the UFC, guys. 20-3 2 weeks ago in the last UFC event. Yes, 20-3. Leans were 11-1. Parlays were 4-1, including 3. Yes, I said it, 3 fight parlays, 1 2-fight parlay. Official fight picks also went 5-1. Damn, the only lean that we lost was the free one we gave everybody in the world. And remember, starting tomorrow, you'll be able to go to our website, cappersdirect.com. You'll be able to click on that UFC link at the top. Free official fight pick and write-up for UFC Fight Night 153. That'll be posted on our website tomorrow. Everybody will have access to it for not one penny out of your pocket and no credit card required. It all goes down Saturday morning early. We go live at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. UFC Fight Night 153. It starts at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 Pacific. So while we're just getting into our second hour of the Saturday morning Cappers Nation Live show, that fight pick is going to be going down. UFC will be underway. Before the other companies wake up and put their players on plays, we'll already have money in our pocket from the UFC. So don't miss out. Don't miss out, folks. Absolutely, Andre. Saturday morning is going to be off the chain. And then I'm actually looking forward to the Beatdown After the Bell video that will come out Saturday afternoon, early Saturday evening for you guys. In 2 weeks when it's live. Man, I can't wait. 3 weeks from now. It'll be live each and every single Saturday for you guys. As well as all the other videos that are going to be coming out with fighter interviews. And some of the questions we ask them should get you guys going. Should be a good time. Should be a good time. You might see some stuff pop up on our channel from other individuals, not in the sports betting world, outside of the sports betting world. What we're doing is an industry first sports consulting company. You either sell picks or you produce content. Legitimate content outside of the sports gambling world. Nobody's doing both. So, yep, we'll reinvent the wheel. Others will try and imitate. But remember, the flip-floppers will never duplicate. And yes, Shane, some sell straight losers. And again, an open invitation. Yes, Izzy on ESPN. An open invitation. If you have lost 4 straight weeks in a row with another sports service, betting UFC, paid for it, my open invitation is to you. Call me, shoot me an email, send me the documentation showing that you lost 4 weeks in a row. And our winning UFC card absolutely free. I feel horrible that you guys lost 4 weeks in a row with another company. Just imagine if you were with us while other people were losing juice. We went 20 and knocked it out of the park. Don't be shy. Come over and start dealing with professionals that bet the fights, that show bets. Start dealing with professionals, real individuals. All right, guys. Enjoy that free play on Golden State. Enjoy that fade list yet again for another week. Look for some more big information coming out. If you guys have any questions at all, feel free to give us a call, 888-561-8923. If you want to know more about our system plays, because I know they are confusing. Absolutely, Tom. I know system plays are confusing to understand for a lot of people because most people don't bet it. There's a reason why only the most successful sports bettors bet system plays, not flip-floppers. So be careful of the flip-floppers that one day talk shit about it, next thing you know it's the best thing since sliced bread. So be very, 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 very careful. So, any questions, give us a call, shoot us an email, cd@cappersdirect.com, or me personally, kyle@cappersdirect.com. Don't forget, if you're not following me on Twitter, you probably should. Going to be some new content coming out to Twitter as well. So follow me on Twitter @CapNationKyle. If you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button. That way you guys don't miss anything that we put out as content. Hit that subscribe button. Tap that little bell. That way you get notified. And also hit that thumbs up button on your way out the door. And if you're one of the haters that gave us the 4 thumbs down, I mean, we could probably name who it was. But if that's you, don't let the door hit you where God splits you. Thank you for the thumbs down as well. What you guys don't realize is those 4 thumbs down count. It's just user interaction. You fools. So thank you. Absolutely love it. Keep hating. And keep helping us out. Keep growing our show. We did have more viewers yesterday on our video. So thank you for whoever's promoting us and sending viewers our way, as well as customers, because I have my last day of my buy 5 days, get 5 days free of my personal plays for $250. Today is the last day of that. You get 10 days for the price of 1. Or sorry, 10 days for the price of 5. And I sold a shit ton for some reason. Somebody sent somebody over here. Somebody been sending clients. But I'm very appreciative. And again, I will work hard for each and every single one of you. Baby, I will put money in your guys' pockets. You want to get on board our best? Get on board our premium plays. The best, why? People ask, why are they system plays 133 straight? Because they go all year long. Multi-sport. System plays are one sport. One style of betting. So for that reason, I don't consider them the best. However, 33-0, 49-1 out of the last 50. $100 better is up $4,200 on our system plays. A $500 better is up $21,000 on our system plays. A $1,000 system play better is up $42,000. 19th, 1 month, 11 days. In 1 month and 11 days, a $100 better has made $4,200. For all you $100 bettors out there, ask yourself, what could you do with $4,200 in 1 month and 11 days? How would that change your life? How would that change your sport? Ask yourself that, and you finally find out the answer. Go to our website, cappersdirect.com. Click on that premium tab. Scroll down to the middle of the page. You're going to see you're going to see 2 system play packages by the week and by the season. $400 for the week. $1,500 for the entire season. Obviously, $1,500 for the season is the best deal out there. So, with that, I am out of here, guys. I'm going to go grab a bite to eat here in a little bit. And we're going to make some money. Any questions, give us a call. Hit that subscribe button and that thumbs up, folks. We appreciate it. Thank you to everybody that tuned in. Thank you to everybody that has always tuned in and helped grow the show. Copycat, we gave out Warriors plus the points. They were actually plus 1.5 when we posted it for all of our clients late last night and early this morning. But I told everybody if they get plus 1, that's fine. That was a premium play as well. But if you want the daily free consensus play, yeah, Izzy watched the replay. If you want the daily free consensus play between the Indians and the White Sox, you got to go watch that video. It's short video. All right, guys, I am out of here. Enjoy Thursday. Thank you all for tuning in. More than likely, 99% positive, I will be live tomorrow. So hit that damn subscribe button. Get subscribed. That way, you guys don't miss tomorrow's live show. Take it easy, guys. Thank you. Peace out.